Good afternoon. How are you? So we're here live to discuss the latest immigration news. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Long time. I haven't seen anybody in a very long time. Good morning. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning, but good afternoon. How are you? How are you feeling? You have a question? Please put it in the comment. Put your question in the comment, not Natalie Thomas. How are you? You have a question? Yes. Put it in the comment, please. Sir, SA. It has been a long time. How are you? How is your case going so far? I haven't heard from you. What are the latest news on T-Visa? On T-Visa, nothing. No, I did not hear anything as far as T-Visa is concerned. If a VAWA case is approved, what next? Well, what next is if you have a green card application pending, then they start working on your green card application. But if you do not have it pending, then you should file the green card application. So that's next, right? You get the VAWA case approved. What next? What next is they will send you a work permit based on VAWA, depending on what you did when you filed for your application. Um, then if you have a green card pending as well, at the same time, what they will do is they will transfer your VAWA case to the green card application so that they can start working on your green card application. So that's what's next. Okay. What else we have here? Master here on June 10th for cancellation of removal. Oh, next year. Okay. Wow, that's too far away. But at least you have a hearing coming up. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Hello, hope you're doing okay. Anything good to update? Oh, as far as as far as parole in place, no. As far as parole in place, we still have the latest news is that the hearing is going to happen next month. And I believe on my previous, like my last live session, I had those deadlines. Everybody has to, as far as filings are concerned. So now we're just waiting for the actual trial. November 5th on election day, that's when they'll go on trial for it. Supposedly we're supposed to know by November 8th or the same day we should know. But anyway, the injunction is still on until November 8th. So we don't have any update. We're just waiting for that trial on November next month. So in pretty much like 20 days, yeah, in 20 days or 16 days, we have a hearing for that. We will know for sure, like the future of it. But with any trial, if one party does not agree, then they go on appeal, then they keep going. That's just how trial works. Yeah. So okay, thank you very much. If Trump wins, we do not need trial. What do you mean by that? Oh, PIP is gone. If Trump wins, PIP is gone. yeah, because all those, the judges now, they will sometimes they have, a tendency to go with the government in terms of like who's in power. Maybe, but it's a trial, right? We just have to give it a fair trial. It's gonna go take its course until it get to the Supreme Court. Remember DACA? Trump was there. DACA was still going on, at least for old applicant until now, right? So I got my green card. Finally, you got us tired. You got us all tired about it. Now you see how patience works. You got it. So congratulations, by the way. And thanks for joining us, because some people, when they get the green card, they're done with live sessions. But thanks for joining us. We appreciate your presence. You can always share our videos. You can always share, that's all you can do for us. You can always share, like, of course. Thank you for your support. You're welcome. Anyway, so let me get into the latest immigration news. What is really going on? Okay. What is really going on in the immigration department? The first news we have is that Trump said that if he gets into power, he's going to stop TPS for Haiti. Haiti TPS will be gone once he's going to just stop it, because a TPS is basically coming from the executive power, and if a president is there, they decide based on the country conditions. But each president assesses the country condition differently. So he said that he's just going to be done with it. And as a matter of fact, it's just pretty much going to be done with all those humanitarian programs. That's just number one. Number two, another news is that humanitarian parole is not going to be renewed. Those who are currently on humanitarian parole, it's not going to be renewed. That's just like the current news as far as this administration is concerned. And then number three, we have, what else we have here? Yeah, so those are the, and then number three, we have, I think, let me just double check, because I don't want to give you a false information. Like, I don't want to give you something not accurate. So let me just check number three. What's going on here is that yeah, there is a expedite request going on for people under this Ukraine going on, those bad weather. So if anybody is affected, and they have their immigration case pending and they need to expedite based on those circumstances, exceptional circumstances, then yes, it's available. They can call USCIS and try to see if their case can be expedited based on those type of basically natural events, So that's what's going on. That's number three. I believe that's the main news. And then Trump, again, in his proposal, he's going to do mass deportation. Okay, that's what he's saying. We already know Trump program, right? Stop humanitarian parole, stop TPS, mass deportation, pretty much going back to the MPP program, Human in Mexico program, build the wall. We already know his program. Yeah, pretty much that's what's going on here, right? As far as immigration is concerned. Then we have, okay, let's see what else. And the USCIS clarifies guidance on expedite requests. Say if you're applying, asking for expedite requests based on government interest, then they might basically expedite your case. It has to be identified as urgent by federal, state, or local government. The update clarifies that when an expedite request is made by a federal government agency or department based on government interest, generally defer to that agency or department assessment. That's what's going on. If you're traveling, if your expedite request is travel related, then they're going to consider when the need is related to, if the need is related to a planned event or unplanned event. Okay, so we issue several types of travel documents for the benefit requested in the United States when they have a pressing or critical need to leave the United States, whether the need to travel relate to an unplanned or planned event, such as a professional or personal commitment. And then when the need is related to a planned event, they consider whether the applicant timely filed I-131. If the event was already planned in advance, then they will see whether you filed that I-131 petition on time. If not, then they're just going to deny it because you pretty much knew already, but you are just trying to expedite your case late for the event that you already planned in advance. You know what I mean? So that's what they're trying to say. Let me see on the USCIS website if they have something going on. New USCIS. Yeah, immigration relief for those impacted by unseen circumstances. Okay. So unforeseen circumstances such as natural catastrophes like Ukraine, severe weather. USCIS has discretion to take the below measure case by case basis. If you have been affected, you can call them to request for your case to be expedited. Okay. Yeah, you have to really like be living from those parts where there's natural catastrophic events. Other than that, you really not qualify, right? Yeah. So those are the news, the main news. And you know, next month we have election. That's when we will know, right? Once, if anybody becomes, depending on who's going to become a president, then we'll know what they have planned for us as far as immigration is concerned. That'll be next month, in 20 days, pretty much. Okay, we have here. Hi, Julieta Alvarez. How are you? How are you feeling this lovely afternoon? Yeah, if anybody has a question, just put it in the comment. We're just here to answer some questions, okay? Meanwhile, I'm just looking at if there's another news going on. There's pretty much not. Yeah, nothing big going on. Good. Hope you are doing well as well. Yes, I'm doing good. I haven't been here because, you know, I'm working on some asylum cases. We have some trial coming up. I had to, you know, focus and try to prepare. You know, I'm a solo practitioner. When I have high demand cases, I try to stay away from live sessions so I don't get too much distracted. But I'm available today, at least this afternoon, for questions. Yeah, if you have a question, just put it in the comment. Got a question? Put it in the comment. Extreme hardship. What about it? What about extreme hardship that you want to talk about? Okay, so let's see. Don't have any question. Just waiting for decision PIP or DAC. I apply for both of them and now just waiting. Okay, we're just waiting. It's next month. So basically in 20 days. The hearing is on November 5th. So let's just wait and see. IEP program, country condition, are they enough? Well, the way I'm gonna IEP program, if let's say the child has some type of speech delay, or the child is has autism, like autist, if the child is autist, speech delay, those, or maybe some type of learning disorder, combined, if it's just like if it's combined with other stuff, you know it might look extreme but not unusual. Remember, the standard is extreme and unusual. um and then it's just how they present it. But if I have to go specific with specifics, what I will say is that, let's say somebody has cancer, because we had a case where we have a case currently where a child has cancer and they're undergoing cancer treatment. So if you come with your case and that person come with the case, that case in front of the same judge, because they have to meet a certain quota, because remember there's only 4,000 green cards per year for that type of cancellation of removal. If if somebody comes with a child who has cancer undergoing cancer treatment, and you just know that they'll take that child over your child, because that one is not just extreme but is unusual. Okay. um that's how they look at it. So it's just going to depend on a lot of things. Luck has to come into play. Maybe that judge, maybe that specific judge does not have enough cases to compare your case to. And especially if it's almost at the end of the year, then they are pretty much done with cases. Let's say you went to in September for your individual hearing, and that's the only case they're gonna hear about cancellation, and that's his only case. And you might get lucky because they're done with the quota for that year, and that's the only case they have left, then it's not going to matter all those standards because now they met the quota. But if you are, let's say, the beginning of the year, they have too many cases, and some cases are really extreme. Just an example I gave you of cancer, then your child is not gonna, your case is not gonna be unusual. You know what I mean? They're gonna take this other person case over your case. That's just how they decide. And that, it's very, the standard is very high. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Can you give a scenario of a cancellation case you won without medical hardship? Uh, the cancellation case I've won, it's with medical hardship. Yeah, the one of really, it came to me and that we won is with medical hardship, and it was just like the other child has cancer, the other child had uh, this disease, and in the middle of the thing, one child died because he has a lot of child with that disease. How do you call it, that disease? Sickle cell disease. Those are cases, those type of cases are unusual. You see, they got it, but the other child died. So, but the parent got it. You see how extreme it was. But we have a case with this, you know, uh, individualized program, child with learning disability, speech delay. We went with that case in November of 2022. Until today, we don't have, we never we never got a response until today. That case is still pending here in Hyattsville Court in Maryland. And after my assessment of the case, the reason that case is still pending really is because the stand we quite frankly we did not meet the standard, because really it's just like it's so low, because it's common for children to be under those type of program. And the other reason is because the child in question, but by the time we went to the trial, the child was 17, right? Or 18 or something around those lines, 18 and a half. And then this year, the child turned 21. So we applied for I-130, it's still pending. And I strongly believe that the judge just didn't want to give us that case and still pending, because he knew that the child is going to turn 21 in 3 years. Then we're just going to have to file I-130. So we're just going to end up terminate removal, so that he can give that visa to somebody else who has better defense than us. You see how it works? So that's why he never, when every time we call, they keep saying, you have to wait for 4 years, the visa is not available. But that's not how it works. The decision has to come, whether you win or not. And then if you win, then you wait with your decision. You're the one who's waiting for the 4 years for the visa to become available, not the judge. So in other words, I'm not trying to discourage you, but I'm just trying to tell you the way it works. If somebody else has a better, not better in terms of their situation is better, but that has the worst type of extreme health conditions, and your case, they'll take that case over your case. So now the question becomes, when are you going to go there? Is it going to be at the end of the year? If it's at the end of the fiscal year, you might be lucky, because maybe they already decided a lot of cases now, they still have some visas available for that particular year, and they want to basically finish the year with those visa. Then they will, just give it to you, so that, because next year they start over with the 4,000 with new cases. It's just depend. So just keep your hope high, luck come into play too. Okay. So let's see if anybody else has a question. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I hope you got it, right? Okay. Hi, ma'am. If your immigration case has been reopened, is your immigration status prior to immigration decision, is it going to be reinstated automatically? If your case has been reopened and terminated, the prior immigration status is not going to be reinstated automatically. So if you let's say you had a green card before and then they took your green card, then you reopen your case because maybe something changed, new evidence not available at the trial. They reopen your case, they go again, you go again on a trial, then you terminate removal proceedings, then you can reapply again. But it's not like it's gonna go the way it was previously. You just have to file a new application because the other one was already terminated. So it's not automatic. First, the case gets reopened, then removal gets terminated, then you reapply. Is it pretty much medical hardship? Yes, it's medical hardship, but is it unusual? You see, extreme and unusual. The standard has to be extreme and unusual. So, yeah, it's just the way I explained, just totality of circumstances, everything lines up, then you get it. But if somebody has worse than you, just know that that person will take precedent priority over your case. Can you return to the US immediately just after your case been reopened? No, that's not how it works. First of all, for somebody who has been ordered removed, the court does not have jurisdiction to reopen your case. The way it works is simple, right? You have to know, first of all, how many years you have been banned. If you've been removed by an immigration judge for not for a felony, if it's not aggravated felony, then you have a 10 years bar. Okay. After the 10 years, then you can apply for another visa. And once it's granted, then you come back. But if let's say you want to apply before the 10 years, then you have to seek permission with a waiver. The form, you file the form I-212 and you file the form I-601 to waive those grounds of inadmissibility. If it's approved, that's when the consulate will give you a visa to come here. Or depending on if you have somebody else who applied for you, that's when you get issued a visa. But if you have been removed before, you have a 10 years bar, you have to overcome that bar first, either by waiting for the 10 years to lapse or by trying with waiver and see if it's going to work. That's just how it works. The people who want to reopen cases, they're outside of the country because they've been removed. The question becomes, does the judge is going to reopen it? Most of the time, the judge do not have jurisdiction of it because it's post-departure. There's a post-departure bar. But let's say the person is successful reopening that case. What's going to happen then is like you're going to have to go on trial. Is ICE going to facilitate you to come back here for the trial? Probably not. Most of the time, it doesn't work. So it's just a matter of if it's going to work. And then once you go on trial, let's say online, because now the trials are online, you go on trial and then you win, then you're going to have to apply for a visa to come. So they're not going to go back to your previous status. That's not how it works. That's just scenario two if they have jurisdiction. But the way the general rule is that if you've been removed by an immigration judge, you have a 10 years bar. You wait for the bar to lapse. If you cannot wait, you try waivers and permission to apply. If it works, then you apply for a visa to come. Thank you. You're welcome. It is always medical hardship that you have better chance. With my cases, yes, it was extreme medical hardship that gave a chance. and there was one too where it was it was not really extreme as far as medical is concerned, but it was a case where there was a divorce and the child was really young, and the family judge, lawyer order joint custody. Okay, and then the father of the child is a U.S. citizen because he married and got, and then the other parent is not a U.S. citizen. Then the question became before the court. The issue before the court was whether or not that other parent who's undocumented has to forfeit, like has to give up the right of parenting because they're undocumented, because now they have to be removed. So now the U.S. citizen child is going to have to be forced to live with just one parent for the mistake that she's pretty much innocent in the story. You know what I mean? So the argument was, for the best interest of this child, it's going to create extreme and emotional hardship. You see, emotional hardship on the child, because now, first of all, they are divorced, parents are divorced. It's not the child's fault. One parent is a U.S. citizen, one is not. So judge ordered joint custody, but now he want to deport this other parent, and this child is going to suffer. So now the way you appeal to the judge sympathy is that they have to feel sorry for the child for the mistake that she didn't commit. You see, so for humanitarian reason, even, and anybody trying to decide on the case, it's like it looks like they have to have some type of sympathy, right? You try to make them feel guilty. You have to know how to play this game, my friend. Try to make them feel guilty. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What happened with this case, they did not remove the parent, the other parent. What the judge did is he said that he felt sympathy. They're not going to remove the child. They are going to administratively close the case, and the other parent is going to wait until the child turns 21. Then we're going to recalendar for the child to petition for the parents. And ICE agreed. Remember, it was when Trump was there, some judge did not have the power of administrative closure without ICE agreeing. So, but they come to the conclusion, because they had some type of sympathy, come to the conclusion of administrative closure. And, but she didn't get cancellation, but she didn't get removed either. So anytime in 5 years now, they are going to, the child's going to turn 21. She's going to be able to, recalendar and adjust status in court. Yeah. So you got me really talking today, huh? Anyway, thank you. I have over 3,000 pages document for the judge and ICE. Yeah, ICE doesn't read all that. They don't read all that. They just look at, in general, what's going on, and based on the testimony, they decide. The judge will read the argument. Yeah, but anyway, good luck. Let us know how it goes. It's not until next year anyway, so you have time. Let us know how it goes. Good evening. Good evening. Jibril, how are you? Long time. I've seen you for a very long time. Wow. Where have you been? Why the visibility doesn't move? Jibril, I don't know. Why it doesn't move? I don't know. I don't know. Are you waiting for a visa? Like, did you apply for employment base under what category? Or are you talking about those family based preferences? Pray for me. Thank you. Yes. I wish all people, everybody, I wish for the best, because that's my job. I'm on the defense side. I can only wish for the best. Okay. What else? Okay, did you apply for employment-based type of visa? I don't see why you waiting for that visa bulletin. Did you apply for those preferences, family-based preferences visa? Which category are you waiting for? Yeah, those cases take forever. You just have to be patient. The visa bulletin, sometimes because I have people under EB2, national interest waiver, we're still waiting. Filing dates went all the way to August. So yeah, and we applied this year early this year, so we still have like a year to go, almost like 7 months to go. Anybody else on Instagram? We have nobody here. Anyway, anybody else so we can stop? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Hello, Huri, how are you? Anything new going on? Do you have any news to share? Would you like to share anything with us? Yeah, I'm trying to stop. I don't think we have any more um news. Who is going to win the election? Of course, Kamala is gonna win. What is who's gonna win? What do you think? What is your opinion? Who do you think is gonna win? Of course, Kamala is gonna win. It's really rare for a one-term president to come back. It's really rare. Um, you know, yeah. If he lost already in 2020. I don't. There's no coming back. He lost his chance. So yeah, yeah. He's not. Yeah, it's Kamala. Kamala is gonna become our president. So that's just facts. The way they are lined up, you can tell. You see. Um. Yeah. Okay. If an immigrant has I-360 approved, if his spouse died, marriage was less than 2 years, she received a 10 years green card. Yeah, I think they will receive a 10 years green card because, it's not their fault that the spouse died. Yeah, I think I've never came across a case like that, but I'm pretty convinced that it's going to be 10 years because when you're going to remove condition based on what? Unless the USCIS is not aware of the death of the spouse by the time they issue the green card, so they might just give it. Oh, I-360, they always give you 10 years once it's approved. They never gave 2 years. So they're gonna give 10 years. I've never seen I-360. It's a VAWA case. Are you talking about VAWA or a widow or a green card based on widow? Regardless, either it's based on VAWA or based on widow, yeah, it's gonna be 10 years. You got me all confused. I was thinking about I-485 in terms of I-130. Yeah, of course, you're right, SA. Hi, Zina. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing good. Have a good day. Thank you. Thanks. You receive a 10-year green card based on VAWA I-360. Are you talking about I-360? Like his green card was based on what? Based on marriage or based on VAWA? If it was based on marriage, like the form I-30, I-130, then he's gonna have to remove condition and show the death certificate. Based on widower. Huh. Based on widower, they only give 2 years. I don't think that's how it works. Something is missing in the middle. Yeah, something is really missing. Some facts are missing. Because the spouse already died. There's nothing she can't get. It's like, yeah, something is missing. Because the way it works, if it was I-130, you file and then the spouse died, and USCIS was not aware at the time of the death of the spouse, then what's going to happen is, of course, you're going to get the 2 years, but once you, basically, once you, it's time to change condition, then you're going to tell them that the spouse died, you show the death certificate, then they're going to remove condition and give you the 10 years. But if you get it 2 years based on widower already, so I'm not sure how you're going to remove that condition because the green card was supposed to be already 10 years because they gave you because the spouse died. So something is missing in the middle. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that question. You need to ask him a lot of facts. Then when we come back next time, we can bring it. I'm curious about it too because I've never came across a case like that. So I'm pretty not sure. Yeah. Hi, Elna Bulini. How are you? You back? You back with your traveling outside the United States? I remember your question. Traveling outside of the United States when my case is pending with asylum, then I have VAWA pending. I remember your case. I remember the questions always the same, and I always give you the answer the same one. You try to trick me to change my answer, so you can say that the lawyer say yes. No, 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 no. There's no traveling when asylum is pending. Forget that. I know you try to trick me all the time. Okay. But nice to see you again. Thanks for coming. Oh, USCIS error perhaps. Yeah, that could be USCIS mistake. Your friend has to pretty much talk to them. Yeah. Oh, congrats, congrats. Finally, the it's the work permit, right? Or the actual vowel. But congratulations, finally. How long it take to mail it? It doesn't take that long when they already say cards being produced. Probably the following week, you should get it. Yeah, yeah, you should get it by the following week. It doesn't take that long. If you don't get it next week, you need to call them. Yeah, that it doesn't have to take that long at this point. Okay. Okay, this is it. Friends, it's been nice talking to you. We just wanted to answer some questions and talk about the latest immigration news. Um, if you miss, just join us again next time, or you can rewatch from the beginning um, and see what's going on. Hi, Attorney Bishop. Hi, how are you? Did you see my email? I sent you an email, I guess, last week. How are you? How are you feeling this lovely afternoon? Thank you. I really appreciate what you do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. How long did it take for that work permit? Did you actually read it? I don't think you read it. There, I don't think you go back and read it. I don't think you read it correctly. Yeah, Nebraska says that they have 4 months to for the work permit, but the time to file an inquiry with them will be September 13. That's when we can file an online inquiry. So now we're just waiting on their side. I don't know when they're gonna do the approval. Unfortunately, I am I-245 protected. Can I overstay B2 visa? I have a petition pending since two. What do you mean by you have I-245 protected? Yeah, because I'm not sure that you get the concept of I-245I because you have to have two separate petitions. Yeah, Saima Ken, I need more facts. Yeah, I need more facts in the comments. I'm not sure you're getting the concept of 245I. So you have F4 petition since 2001, 2011, not approved yet. And then you overstay the B2 visa. Can I adjust status? The answer is no. Unless you have another petition of 2001, okay? That will allow you to adjust status with the petition of 2011. So I don't think you understand that concept. So yeah, the short answer is no. I'm well, thanks. I saw it. Well, just wait. Yes, yeah, we'll just wait. Don't worry about it. We'll just wait. But by December, if we don't get it, then that's when I have the right to file inquiry. So yeah, let's just wait. Don't worry about it. I'll follow up with it. Man, it was true vow. It took exactly 7 months. Oh, true vow. It took 7 months. Oh, okay. Work permit 2 hours took 7 months. Okay. So yeah, Miss Silly, you heard this Elena Bolini. Yeah, give it 7 months. So you already have like almost 4 months. Yeah, you should get it anytime soon. Probably by December. Latest, to be honest, is December. Don't worry about it. You get it. I'm on it. We're gonna follow up once the time comes. Okay, what is the latest immigration news, please? Wait, no. We're not gonna repeat the immigration news. You just have to go back and watch the beginning. We're almost done here. We are almost. There's really nothing major going on. We're just trying to update some news. Just watch the beginning. It's just small. You yeah, because we're almost done here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you, Timothy Joseph? Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'll follow up with them. Let's just give it some time. By December. If we don't get it, that's when we are going to pretty much like file those inquiry online. Okay. So anybody else? Let me put this. Okay. This is it. We're done, right? We answer all questions. All questions are answered. We are done for the day. Yeah, we're done for the day. We stop here already. We are done for the day. We come back if we have some new updates. We come back. If not, probably in the weekend I'll come back. If I have updates, I might come back before the end of the week. If I don't have updates, might just come back at the weekend. Okay, we have somebody here. Special immigrant status. I got a letter from USCIS saying money is not required for USCIS fees. Yeah, it means that you don't have to pay for USCIS fees because you're a special immigrant. So did they reject your application? Then you have to refile without fees. Yeah, it simply means you don't need to pay USCIS fees because each application has its own fees. Yours probably does not require a fee, so you don't have to pay. Yeah. That's it. That's what it means. It literally means what it says. You don't have to pay for the fees. Okay, so I guess we are pretty much done. Okay. Thank you very much for showing up. But at first they rejected asking me to pay, and now that probably the person who's working on your application, they don't know what they're doing. Because sometimes even the officers, they are confused about this new fee schedule because the fee on April 1st, the fee changed. So yeah, probably they were confused. Uh, but I know that I-360 based on SIG, there's no fees required. It's pretty much like VAWA. You don't pay for it. So yeah, that's what I know. I-360 fee. Yeah, I know you don't pay for that. For special immigrants, you don't pay filing fees. For special immigrant. You don't pay for that. I-360, let's see. 360. I know for that you don't pay. Not sure why they're making you pay I-360. VAWA, you don't pay. Special immigrant juvenile, you don't pay. $0. So it's $0, Emmanuel. You don't have to pay for that. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Immigrant breaking news. Yes, you need to come here. You need to share. Share my videos, comments below, make it go viral. You're the one who can help me make those videos go viral. Okay. You're welcome. Really, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I guess this is it for the day. This is it for the day. Please like, please share, um, comment below, make those videos go viral. Share them on your Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok. So you help me help you. That's how it works, right? Help me help you. Okay, come back again soon. Yeah, I might be here the weekend. So if I get some updates on my other cases, I'll come back this weekend. Meanwhile, I might post some short videos here and there. Just follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye bye.